Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Adventures in Anatomy. Today we are going to be finishing up the shoulder. It's been 3 lessons so far, but we're going to wrap it up today and then we're going to re-go over everything just a little bit so you can keep it in here pretty good. Does that sound okay? Does anybody know what we're talking about today? The first time, what did we talk about? We talked about the motions of the shoulder, right? And then last time we talked about what? The bones that make up your shoulder. And lastly, we're going to talk about the muscles that make up your shoulder. Now, there's a lot of muscles that go into your shoulder, so we're just going to talk about a brief few that do the most important things, okay? So in your shoulder, the first muscle we're going to talk about is the deltoid. Your deltoid, if you take your hand just like this, put it right on top of your shoulder, that's where the deltoid muscle is. It fans, it's a big fan just like this, and then it comes down to about right here. The deltoid muscle is made up of 3 parts. Okay, so you have your front part, your middle part, and your back part. Those all have big words, but you don't need to know them. So the deltoid is 3 parts, and it helps with this motion. Whoop! Yeah, awesome. So what's this called? Do you remember? We just talked about it. The deltoid, right? There's also that picture that you can look at. Maybe it's on that side. I don't ever know. So your deltoid muscle. After your deltoid muscle is your pectoralis major. Whew, that's a big word, isn't it? Say it with me. Pectoralis major. That muscle attaches to your sternum, which is right here. Can you tap, tap, tap? There's a hard bone right there. That's called your sternum. That's not important right now. Anyway, it attaches here, and then it comes across and attaches at your shoulder. It's called your pectoralis major. So it goes just like this. Can you do that? It's like you're saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance, right? That's your pectoralis major muscle. This muscle does a lot of different things. It helps pull your arm in front. Can you do this? So if you take your hand just like this, find your sternum with the palm base of your hand, lay your fingers over. Okay, so then just feel right here. When you pull your arm over, you can feel that muscle contract. Can you do that? It's relaxed. Now it's contracted. Whoa, that's kind of cool, huh? So we have our deltoid and our pectoralis major. Next, we have our latissimus dorsi. We can call this our back muscle. So this muscle is in your back. You can see in the picture, it's on the bottom half of your back, but it comes all the way up and attaches underneath your arms, just like this. So you can draw, it's kind of like a kite or an upside down cape. You go here, and then you just point right there. That's where it goes. It runs up and attaches, right? So this muscle helps us pull our arms back down. Okay, can you go like this? That's your latissimus dorsi. Big word, just means your back muscles. Next, we have your trapezius. You know when people like walk on a tightrope? Yeah, kind of the same thing. So this muscle comes, you can see it in the picture, but comes from the base of your skull, comes down to your shoulders, and then goes in a big V down your back, right? So this muscle, can you think of some things that it might do? It's a big muscle shaped like this. What do you think it does? What are some things it helps with? You want to know a fun one? You might think, whoa, I didn't know it did that. But you ready? When your mom tells you, or she asks you, did you eat the last cookie? And you say, I don't know. What did your shoulders just do? They just shrugged, right? That is the work of your trapezius muscle. Whoop, trap. Can you do that with me? Whoop, trap. That was your trap. We call it a trap for short. It's way easier than trapezius. All right, so we have our deltoid, our pectoralis major, our latissimus dorsi, or our back muscles, and our trapezius, which is your trap muscle. Okay? Whew, we're almost done. Are you ready? Next is your bicep. Does anybody know where their bicep is? Do you have big biceps? Miss Megan does not have big biceps. This is a muscle that runs from the front of your shoulder down your arm, has 2 heads, and comes together. That's called your bicep. If you go like this, you can see it flex. If you go like this, you can see it flex. I told you they weren't very big, huh? This muscle helps with moving your arm just like this. So it helps a lot in your elbow, but it also helps a little bit with flexion. Do you remember that word flexion? Just like this. Perfect. It's your bicep. Let's go through them again. What is this? Deltoid. Good. What is this? Pectoralis major. Good job. What is this one? Your back muscles, or your latissimus dorsi. What about this muscle? It's called your trap. What does it do? Shrugs. Good job. And what muscle does this motion or this motion? Your bicep. Good job, guys. Last muscle is your tricep. It's like the bicep, but it's on the back of your arm. So it comes from here, runs down the back of your arm, comes to here. This muscle helps stretch out your elbow, but it also helps with, if your bicep helps with extension or flexion, what do you think your tricep helps with? Extension, right? So the bicep does the front for flexion, and the tricep does the back for extension. It helps with it. Whoa. So let's run through them again. You ready? What is this? Deltoid. What is this? Pectoralis major. Good job. And this one? Your back muscles, or your latissimus dorsi. What about this one? Your trap. Good job, guys. This one? Your bicep and your tricep. Good job, guys. That's so many muscles, isn't it? But in order for your shoulder to do all of the motions that it can do, you need all of those muscles, right? Right. Okay, so we're going to take a break and we're going to do a fun activity. I'm going to have my cousin Taylor show you what you're going to do. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Alrighty, so this is my cousin Taylor. She's going to be showing you the activity that we're going to do today. So all you're going to do is find a door frame in your house. You can do it with just the door open or one that doesn't have a door. Either way works. So all you're going to do is you're going to push your arms out against the door frame. It's like so, and you're going to push almost as hard as you can for about 30 seconds. So we're just going to sit and wait while she pushes. Push, push, push. So let's talk about what muscle she's using right now while she's doing this. Mainly, she's going to use her deltoid muscle as she pushes out against the wall. This muscle is going to just contract and contract as she pushes really hard. And then, not yet, but whenever she steps forward, that muscle will stay contracted, which is going to bring her arms up. Alrighty, so we're just gonna see if that worked. You ready? Step on forward for me, put your arms down. Whoa! Perfect, thank you so much, Tay. Whoa, wasn't that so cool? Did your arms rise up like hers? If you didn't do it with her after the video ends, go try it yourself, okay? It's fun, it's pretty cool. Your arms, you don't even control them, they just raise up on their own. That's pretty cool, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's take a minute and let's re-go through all of the stuff in the shoulder really quickly, like a speed round, so that you can kind of remember everything. Okay, so the first day we talked about motions of the shoulder, right? There's a lot of them. Let's go through them. We have flexion, good, just like that. Extension, where your arms come back, nice. Now, remember, Miss Emily Dawn got these two words mixed up. Okay, so this is abduction, or pulling your arms away from your body, and this is adduction, you're adding to your body, right? Then what's next? If I start here, what am I doing? This is, do you remember what motion? External rotation and internal rotation. Where else can we do those motions? You're right, with your elbow next to your side. We got internal rotation and external rotation. Good job. There was one more set. You ready? If I hold my arm out just like this and I pull it across my body, horizontal adduction, horizontal abduction. Do we need to remember those big words? No. Do I want you to remember what your shoulder does? Yes. Let's think about something cool really quick. When you go to brush your teeth, you're doing a lot of those motions combined, right? So you pick up your toothbrush, your arm has to come up, which is what? Flexion. Your arm has to come down and in, which is internal rotation. And your arm has to come out to the side, right? Just like this. Whoop. That is, what is it again? Abduction. Good job, guys. So your arm does all of those motions just to brush your teeth. Whoa, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Alright, so those are the motions. Next we learned about the bones, right? What is this big long bone? It's sister bone is your tibia, right? That's wrong. Sister bone is your femur. So what's this one? If you make a funny joke, it's your humerus. Good job. Your big arm bone. All right, then after that, what is right here, shaped like an S? Your clavicle. What else do we call that? Your collarbone. Good job. And then the last thing, it's on your back. They said just like this. Your scapulas. Did you find anybody's scapulas? They're pretty cool, huh? Yep, they said just like this on your back. So we have all of those motions. We have your 3 major bones, right? And then today we just learned about the muscles. This is your deltoid. This is your pectoralis major, latissimus dorsi, trapezius, bicep, and tricep. Good. There's lots of fun websites that teach you songs where you can learn things like that. Make them a little more fun than just sitting here and doing it, right? So if you have some time, look one of those up. Also, don't forget to do your activity today, because that's a fun one to see how our deltoid muscles work. Good job. Alrighty guys, that is all I have for you today. On Friday, we might do one of 2 things. We might do a review, or maybe we'll learn about your elbow. We'll see how it goes. But don't forget to tune back in Friday at 3 o'clock for our next lesson. I'm so thankful that you guys join us every day, and I can't wait to see you next week.